Good morning and welcome to another beautiful day in Jerez. It's lovely and sunny here. This morning my first port of call is to go to Jedimat, which is a builder's merchant in Ussel. I'm going to pick up some lime and sand so I can infill around the joists, and then I can finish cracking on with making the beam and fit it today, hopefully. And we'll see how far we get. Right, off we go.
Vous voulez mettre sur les sièges aussi derrière?
Là-bas, oui.
Encore un. Il en faut encore un. Et après les clous, vous allez à l'autre porte là-bas? Ça va, à l'autre porte là-bas.
Right, mission success. We have, what's it called? Lime. Chaud in French. Lime and sand weighing down the car. So we'll get this back home and then I can crack on with the beam. Right. Okay, first thing I need to do, obviously the next beam or piece of wood will butt up to that, but I'm also going to cut it into here so it's overlapping, and then the same on the other side. So I need to give myself enough room, but I don't want to be too close to that bolt. I think probably 100mm overlap should do it. So that's 10 centimeters. And I'm going to work out my cut. Let's measure that, because I don't think it's exactly 80. It's close. Slightly over 80. So I want to do 40 centimeter cuts out of each. 40mm out of each piece. So I'll slice out of there, then I can join them together. So I'll set the saw blade to 40mm. And then I can plane away any excess if I need to. So that should be about halfway through. Let's just measure it, double check. It's pretty good. Right. Oop. Right, let's do the same to that other piece of wood. So the edge that I planed is the underside of this one. When it sits flat, I've got the notch missing here, and that will slide on to the piece I've just cut with the plain surface on the bottom. So I'm going to turn this over and then notch out that 10cm groove. Right. Okay, now notch. Oh, right. Now those are both the same cut, so that should slot together. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of adjusting, but let's try it, see if it fits. Right, let's have a look at this dry fitting. Ooh, not too shabby. Perfect. Thanks, huh?
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What, today or my workmanship?
The barn is beautiful. I mean, I know that, but what are you actually doing at the moment? Sticking bits together?
Making a beam, yeah.
And 4 pieces to make a beam?
Huh? Yeah. It's all actually working quite nicely. Yeah, I'll be in a minute, Mum. I'm just gonna get this stuck. Right. Lunchtime. Right. So 5 centimetres here. Let's just double check. Yeah, plain surface is going to go on there. So the top lip is not going to be plain, which is that side. My dad always said, measure twice, cut once. Okay, see if it fits. Now that's better. Right. Oh. Definitely earned a cup of tea. And it just needs to whiz through there. That's my 7-metre mark. So I'll probably whiz through that with a chainsaw. Doesn't need to be super accurate, so chainsaw's fine. And then look at getting this thing into the wall. Man. I believe I've just invented the world's longest skateboard. Awesome. Oh. Right, having measured this, I'm going to actually go a little bit longer, which makes it harder to get into place, because obviously it's wider than the 2 walls. But I've got enough room, I think, to push it in on the angle on that side. But it gives me a decent amount to go then into the wall on either side. So it's really solid. I can always shorten it if I need to. Right, let's get this in place and cut it. So I'm just spraying these with bitumen so they don't, so there's less chance of water absorbing when they're in the walls, because obviously the walls have got lime mortar in, which is designed to be kind of absorbent and let water pass through. But that means it's going to pass through to the wood as well. So I'm just treating the ends of these just to make sure none of that water is going to get absorbed into the ends, which are obviously sitting in the wall all the time. Right, so I'm going to take this stone out. That will be wide enough. What are we talking, 160? So it's going to butt up against this bit of wood here, which is going to stay in the wall, and then I can cut it flush at a later date. So I'm going to go up. I need to go up 200 mil. So I think we'll end up taking out that stone there, mortar to there, and probably that stone. Hopefully that one will probably drop. And then, yeah, we should have the right sort of size hole, or oversized, and then I can get it in. I need a bit of room either side, because obviously it's going to be coming in on the angle. So actually, if I've got a bit of wiggle room here, this stone may well need to come out. We'll see. Yeah, so I'm going to take that whole section. And if you're wondering, yes, these are my daughter's ear defenders for her drums. Amelie plays drums really quite well. So I bought her these, and I've borrowed them. Right, that gives me a good amount of room there. I reckon if I lose that one, if I lose this one as well, then I should have a good enough angle from there. Maybe. I mean, if not, I can put it on the top beam there and I'll get even more diagonal. So can I take this out without losing all of that? Yes, I can. Right. Put him up there. Now, if I was sensible, I'd saw through that now. It might be a good idea. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Beautiful. We'll make a little decorative feature of that. It's lovely. So I think what I'm going to do is just vaguely get the beam into position. I'm going to use the hoist up there. Yeah, I'm going to go around that very thick beam there. Get the hoist on this end. I've got it on wheels. Poke it through that door and then I'll be able to manoeuvre that end round with brute force. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna wheel the beam out of that door at the end, and then just so this end is clear of the wall, hoist the other end up, and then I should be able to swing this round onto the sideways beam so I can get a nice diagonal angle. Pull the beam back in using the hoist and a bit of manpower, and then I should be able to swing that end into the massive crater of a hole I've just created in the wall. Get it in position, and even if it rests there overnight, it's in place. It's getting a bit dark, so I want to get this done fairly quickly. Let's go. Should we give it a whirl? Right. Let's get this over that beam. Solid. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Now we're talking. Right, so that's going to pull it backwards. I'm going to jeopardise my wheels, and effectively I think I'm going to just push this off the edge. What's the worst that can happen? Oh yeah, well that's pretty cool. Oh, it doesn't matter, I can manoeuvre it. It's about as far as I want to go with that at the moment. Winch away. Okay, I can see, right, what I need to do really is move that right round and back. So let's go back like that. How are we looking? Is that end in now? Oh yeah! Nice! I reckon a bit more. Now, as I lift this, I'm hoping I can give it a little gentle persuasion further back there. In fact, I might even go through the doorway. That's heavy. A little bit more, and I reckon we're there. Oh yeah. I don't know. Okay. So, I'm going to have to push the nail in. Caught in the door frame. Yeah, caught in the door frame. There it is. Right. That now has some manoeuvrability. Okay. And on that bloody doorway again. Okay, that's cool. Let's tie that around that nail. Fortuitously placed nail on the wall. Love that. Right. Okay. Let's give it a kick from that end, I guess. incredible. Right, I'm really pleased about that. I think I'm about as far in as I can go though. So that's the second big beam made, almost fitted. I'm pretty pleased with that for a day's work. There it is. Loads of room in the wall there. And then I'm just going to have to lift that up a bit. So I'll move the hoist over tomorrow. And then I'll be able to swing it along, make the hole in that bit of wall, and then just double check distance so it's parallel to the other beam and obviously the same height. And then we're all good. Nighty night. See you in the morning.